Hello and welcome to Home with Sarah Jane. In today's video, I am sharing a book and unit study haul. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Sarah and I'm a homeschooling mom to two girls, ages 11 and 14. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by once again. I do really appreciate you. So, some of these books that I purchased came from BookOutlet and some of them came from a local used bookstore. I absolutely love the used bookstore that's in my area. They sell books for like 25 cents, 50 cents, $1. Sometimes they have some higher priced books, but it's usually like something that's really expensive or old. But I absolutely love this used bookstore that's in my area. So I did purchase some of these books there. I will put somewhere on the screen where I picked the book up from, or I will try and link everything in the description box if you're interested in anything. But I'm going to kind of jump into it because I also wanted to share a couple of unit studies that I just purchased as well. I can't remember if it's like 5 unit studies or 6, but yeah, we'll get there. So let's jump right into it. The first thing I picked up is actually something that I have purchased before, and I just really liked this set. So I purchased another one to give as a gift this holiday season, and that is the Mary Poppins box set. Again, I did purchase this at BookOutlet. I think it's beautiful. It has 4 Mary Poppins books in here, and my kids absolutely love Mary Poppins. My oldest daughter just loves anything Julie Andrews touched. So there's that. But yeah, I thought this was a beautiful set. I think that the covers are very beautiful. And again, there are 4 books in here. Let me see if I'm going to do this. See, almost did it upside down. So here are the 4 books inside this box set. Absolutely beautiful. And again, I have purchased this for my oldest daughter as a gift for her birthday one year, and she absolutely loved it. She loves Mary Poppins. So I just thought it was a beautiful set. I want to give it as a holiday gift. Now, the next thing I picked up is a couple of books that go in a series that we're really interested in finishing up, and that is Pages & Co. That series, but yeah, I don't remember how many books are in the series. I know I looked it up before, but I just picked up a couple of the books that I knew we didn't have. So I picked up Pages & Co. and, wait, what is this? Pages & Co. The Book Smugglers. And Pages & Co. The Map of Stories. So all I know about this series, my daughter read the first book, and I have not started this book with my youngest daughter yet. All I know is that it's about like this little girl that can travel throughout books, like books and stories and things like that, into like the land of stories. I know that's not a great explanation, but that's all I know about it. But my oldest daughter absolutely loved the first one, and she said that this is something that she wants to do as a family read aloud, and she thinks that my youngest daughter would really enjoy it as well. So we did pick I picked those up. Next up, I have some books that I want to be using with my youngest daughter for a spooky like unit study that we're doing in October. But I picked up a couple of these books. This is Behind the Legend Zombies. And this one, it does have like some pictures in it. And it just says, fact or fiction, you decide. So, do you think undead, brain-hungry zombies are real or just a myth? You decide in this new book from our nonfiction series, Behind the Legend. So, there's that one. I also picked up Behind the Legend Dragons. And again, this is, you know, do you think dragons are real? My youngest daughter absolutely loves anything reptilian. So dragons, reptiles, amphibians, dinosaurs, anything like that. She absolutely loves it. So this one doesn't exactly go with her unit study, but I have a feeling she's going to love this story. And again, it does have some pictures in it. We've never read any of these books, so I can't really tell you if they're good or not, but we'll find out. And then this one is Behind the Legend Werewolves. Okay, next up, I thought this one looked super cool. It's Glow Down Deep, Amazing Creatures That Light Up, Glow into Dark Pages, Turn Out the Lights, and Be Amazed. So again, it has like this like little, you know, cute picture in the front, but it's a whole bunch of like creatures that glow. But the book on certain pages will glow if you turn out the light. And again, this is something that my youngest daughter is absolutely going to love. She already started looking at it. Like I could see on here that this page would glow if I turned out the lights. I just thought that it looked like a lot of fun, something that she'd really enjoy. And I do know that my youngest daughter, she does like to read in bed at night. So this might be a fun way for her to just, you know, pull out a little flashlight or a book light, read it, you know, turn the light off, turn it back on, and just see the little creatures glow. I think she'd really, really enjoy this. Okay, so the last 2 books that I picked up from Book Outlet before I start sharing the used book haul are actually Christmas books. Now, this book I've actually been wanting for a really long time, and it's called A World of Cookies for Santa. Follow Santa's tasty trip around the world. So when I seen this on Book Outlet, I was like, oh my goodness, I am buying it. It's in my cart. I mean, I almost bought like 5 of them because I was going to give them away as gifts. But then I was like, no, calm down. You already bought people. You're already done Christmas shopping, Sarah. Like, don't buy anything else. You're just adding to your expenses. So I picked this one up for us. Again, A World of Cookies for Santa. I think that it is a beautiful concept. It looks like a really fun book and definitely something that we can bake along with. Like, we can make these tasty treats as we read about them. So that would be a lot of fun. Now, the last book that I picked up from Book Outlet is actually the Metropolitan Museum of Art, Christmas is Coming. Celebrate the holiday with art, stories, poems, songs, and recipes. So this is definitely something that I'm going to pop into our holiday schooling. So you will probably be seeing this book again in that video that's going to be coming up soon. But I thought this looked amazing. And I always like to do some kind of like Christmassy or holiday type of art. And this book just kind of, it felt like it was checking off all the boxes this year for what I was looking for. So I was really excited to find this one on Book Outlet. When I was looking at the back, this book said that it was originally $24.99, and I know I did not pay that for this book. So I'm really excited about this book. And again, we haven't used this one before, but it looks really, really cool. Okay, so now on to the used books. Again, I purchased these at a used bookstore in my area that sells books for extremely cheap. And the first 2 books I really don't know much about because my youngest daughter was with me when I made this trip and she picked these out. But these are Diary of a Minecraft Zombie, School Daze. Again, I don't know. I don't know anything about this, but that's what it looks like on the inside. It looks like just like little journal or diary entries. All I know is that that's a Minecraft character, but yeah, so she picked out this one. And then she also picked out Diary of a Minecraft Zombie, Insides Out. Same concept. Again, just some like diary entries. Now, the next one I found I was pretty excited for because my daughter has been reading the Bad Guys series, and there's like 20-something books, I think, in this series. I don't remember, but there's a lot of them. And she really, really likes them. There is a movie that goes along with this, but this is book 8, and it's called The Bad Guys in Superbad. I found this book for only 50 cents, so I was super excited. I think she only has like the first 6 or the first 7, but I know she didn't have this one, so I was really excited to find it for only 50 cents. I love when that happens, you know, when you find a book for really inexpensive that your children just absolutely love. Now this one, this is called Survivors, The Empty City. My daughter wanted to give this a try. I have a feeling that I had purchased a book similar to this before and she said that she didn't want to read it. But I'm not going to say no if she asks for a book, especially a book that cost me 50 cents. So, I mean, there's that. So this is called Survivors, The Empty City. She loves the warrior books, and I'm thinking that this is like a book like that, you know? But the warriors follow cats instead of this is following dogs. Okay. Next up, I found the Babysitters Club. Now, this is something that my youngest daughter said that, again, she wanted to try. This is not the first book. This is the 3rd book. But when she was looking at it, she was saying that it is something that it looks like she would enjoy. So I picked this one up. If she does kind of like this book, I will go back and purchase, like, the other books in the series. But again, she hasn't even really picked this one up since I purchased it. And I didn't purchase it that long ago, but she hasn't really picked it up, so I don't feel like this is something she really is going to be that interested in, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, now this one I purchased for myself. This one is called The Quilt Story. These books just are so nostalgic to me. I absolutely love this author. He I don't know. I own so many of his books. Like, I love Shreganona. I love, you know, so many of those stories. They're just fun. You know, Legend of the Blue Bonnet, all of that. Absolutely love this author. So when I seen this one, it was only, again, how much was this one? This one was 50 cents as well. Picked it up. Don't even know what it's about. I seen it and bought it. Okay, next up, I picked up another book to go with my daughter's like spooky unit study for October, and that is Mythical Monsters, the Scariest Creatures from Legends, Books, and Movies. This is something that I know that she would read even if we weren't doing this unit study, so I don't feel like this is like a waste. Because sometimes I don't necessarily like to buy a ton of books for unit studies unless I know it's something that we're going to use again. Because if I'm not going to keep on, you know, using these books or my kids don't enjoy them, I don't want to spend money on them. I'll just get them from the library. But this is something I think that she would really, really enjoy. And again, it's about like mythical beasts and legend. Is it legends? Yeah, legends, all that. But there's that. Uh-oh, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, where were we? I was showing you this, I think, right? Did I show you the inside? I don't know. But here's another peek just in case. My sister has like the worst timing when it comes to calling me. She always calls me as soon as I sit down to film. Okay, and I'll always pick up my phone because I'm the type of person that thinks there's always like an emergency that's about to happen. So I'll always pick up my phone, but yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. Another book I picked up is actually something that I was really interested in as well, and it is called We Were There Too, Young People in U.S. History. Now, this was actually something that I had seen on Amazon before, and I put it in my cart, or not my cart, I put it on my wish list, and then I seen it at the used bookstore. This one was $1, but still, I thought this was absolutely amazing to find for $1. And I was really interested in this. I absolutely love reading about history and the people throughout history. So this is definitely something I feel like I would enjoy. I don't know if I'm going to be using this in our homeschool at all. I probably will, but this is definitely something that I would just like sit down at night and read in bed. I like to read all things. Okay, so the last book I picked up is actually a book I picked up for myself, and it's called Magnolia Table, and this is volume 2. I've heard a lot of people say that she makes some really good recipes, so I thought that, hey, I found it for $1 at the used bookstore. I'll give it a try. I haven't tried any of the recipes yet, but I am looking forward to it. I mean, the book looks beautiful, so it looks very promising. Yeah, so there's that. But that's the last of the books. Okay, so the next few things that I wanted to share are unit studies. Now, all of these unit studies came from Add the Wonder Nature Curriculum, and my youngest daughter picked out all of these unit studies because these are the unit studies I'll be using for her for science. And I do want to say that I have a flip through video on one of these units, and I kind of voiced kind of like my first impressions on it as well. And let me say that I have changed my mind a little bit about this curriculum. We loved it, you know, when we used it originally, but we are so in love with it now. My youngest daughter has been researching things on her own. She's really excited. I mean, she'll ask to do science every day. Now, the first one I'm going to share with you is caves. Again, all of these unit studies are subjects and topics that she chose herself, and this is one that she chose for October. So we're going to be starting this tomorrow, and I thought it would go good with the, you know, kind of October feel. Now, the next one is Scat and Tracks. This is something that she is interested in, but honestly, she does really like to track animals though too. So it's not just about, you know, their scat. But yeah, so this looks like a lot of fun. I think that she's going to really enjoy this. We have done something similar to this before, but again, she picked it. I'm okay doing it again. She also picked out Odd Couples. So this one is more about like symbiotic relationships and like mutualism, I believe. Again, we haven't done these ones yet. I think that's what this one is. Yeah. So yeah, just kind of like relationships that animals and creatures have with one another. And again, she's really into this, and I just think that it's really cute because she said that she wants to save this one to do in February so that it could be done for Valentine's Day because it was called Odd Couples. I know, but she's adorable. I love her. But yeah, so I also picked up this one. Now, the next few that I'm going to share with you are ones that I actually printed the digital files for because I ended up buying me like a really nice big printer. Yeah, I shared that in a previous video. It has been life-changing, this printer. It has saved me so much money and time. So now I could actually print a lot of these unit studies instead of buying the physical copies. And it makes it a little bit, you know, cheaper for me. So this one is sunflowers. This fits perfectly with what we were doing recently. We had just recently done a sunflower seed harvest from our backyard sunflowers, and she wanted to learn even more about sunflowers. So we're gonna probably be doing this in November. You'll probably see this one again soon. But yeah, so she picked out sunflowers. And then another unit that she wanted to do is called Animal Travelers. So about like migration and things like that. I thought this would be perfect for this time of year as well. So this is something that she picked out, and I'm actually really excited to do this one as well. And then the last thing that I have to share with you today is actually the last unit study. It is called Glow Things. And this one also looked like a lot of fun. Now, we were trying to find like some kind of science curriculum to go with like the holiday season, and we really weren't finding any like science ones that she was interested in. So when she seen Glow Things, she was like, oh, well, we put up Christmas lights and those glow. So that's how she linked these together. So she wants to use this one in December. So again, you'll probably be seeing this again shortly when I share our homeschool plans for December. But yeah, this one looks like a lot of fun as well. So that is everything in my most recent book haul. Again, some of these were from Add the Wonder Nature curriculum, some were from BookOutlet, and then some were from a local used bookstore. I will try and link everything that I possibly can in the description box if you're interested. And if you have any questions, any comments, any recommendations on books, my ears are open. So please leave those in the comment section. So again, that is it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great day. Bye.